Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. My cat's stuck in the closet. How long have you been in here? How long were you in there? I realized that I have a lot of videos about scripting on my channel, but not really anything that explains how to do it from top to bottom, which is bizarre. Why would I even do that? So I'm going to explain to you how to script. Me and Sammy are going to explain to you how to script. What? Say your piece, ma'am. Come in. Please let her out. Thank you. Yeah, I could cut, but this is gonna be gone in 30 seconds, so there's really no point. My husband's like a walking diner. He's so good at making breakfast food. Oh, so much better. So the first thing that we have to address when it comes to scripting is, what is scripting? Disclaimer. This is the Brown and Bendy YouTube channel. So a lot of the ideas that I will introduce to you guys, every wellness content creator has a different idea of what these things are. So what I say it is just what I believe it is. But you might hear somebody else say it's something different, and that's okay, because if you try it my way and if you try it their way, you'll probably find different special things that raise your vibration. So no beef. In my opinion, scripting is simply creating a scenario through journaling. I would like to correct what I've said in past videos because I realize that this is my channel and I can do whatever I want. In past videos, I've called the 555 method scripting and writing down affirmations scripting, and I'm deciding that I am not going to define those things as scripting. You rewrite affirmations or you do the 555 method in order to rewire your subconscious mind, because a lot of times we have beliefs that are put in our head as children, and the only way to reinstate new beliefs is through repetition. So that is something that rewriting a phrase over and over can do. But I think that scripting, which can also help you rewire your subconscious, I think scripting can do that too, but it has a little bit more, its purpose is different. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you're about to script is set the mood. You know, maybe light some candles. Maybe put on some music that doesn't have any lyrics in it but makes you feel really nice and really relaxed. Do whatever helps you feel in the present moment, especially if you are scripting to try to raise your vibration and maybe you haven't had the best day so far. So by putting in a little physical work to, you know, clean your room, or again, light some incense, doing whatever you have to do to make sure the environment that you're scripting in is conductive to a high vibration, that can really help give you a nice foundation before you even get your notebook out. And the reason I mention listening to music or lighting candles is I think it's really cool when my senses are involved in the scripting process that I am creating. So for example, if I were to write a scenario about being on a beach and then I light a candle that smells like the beach, that's just a nice experience. So we want to prepare ourselves to just have a really nice experience between us, our souls, and the universe. Nothing and no one else. How I script. So the first thing I want to talk about is planning the subject matter of your scripting exercise and not planning the subject matter. My little sister started a new job the other day, and I suggested that she script in order to create the vibration that she wanted to go into this new job with. And the reason that I told her to do this is because when you do something new, sometimes our brains, in an attempt to protect us, tell us, oh, these scary things might happen, be prepared. The cool thing about doing this is you're able to create the vibration that you want to be in before you go into the specific scenario. And every time that I have made my vibration, instead of letting a situation determine my vibration, every time I've gone into a situation determining my energy internally instead of letting external sources determine my choices, I never regret it. I'm not saying that you'll become a fortune teller. I'm not saying that what you script will come true verbatim, but the energy behind what you script will be an energy that you will be able to carry with you, and will also be the energy of what you attract during that day. That's really the only time I like to plan what I'm going to script. If there is a specific event that I need to prepare myself or my energy field for. Otherwise, the way that I script, the process that I'm going to teach you in a couple of moments, I like to just start without having too much in mind. And the reason why I like doing this is because a lot of times when you're writing, your subconscious comes closer and closer to the surface. And when you allow yourself to get into sort of a flow state, you can really allow your subconscious to express itself. And when your subconscious is expressing itself, you can really see your beliefs and in turn determine whether these are beliefs that serve you or if these are beliefs that you might not want to keep around. You can change that during your scripting exercise. Oh God, my foot's asleep. Okay, here we go. How I script. My mom was an elementary school teacher, so one of the things that are always in my mind whenever I try to explain anything is who, what, when, where, why. But that's just something that always comes up in my mind whenever I tell myself I have to fully encompass a story. So that's just how I started scripting, and it allows me to have that vibrational lift at the end and allows me to sit in complete bliss by the end. So this is the perfect equation for me, and it might just be the perfect equation for you. So starting with the who am I? With every scripting exercise, I start by asking myself, who am I? Starting your scripting exercise, you can say something along the lines of, in this moment, I am a happy, loving 28-year-old woman who really digs her life. Yeah, that's a good way to start. So remember, we are scripting in order to evoke emotion. So everything that we script is a part of our perfect story. When I ask you to write, who am I? And if negative things start coming up, it's important to notice that, clock it in your mind, and then figure out how you can answer that question in a way that fulfills you and makes you happy, even if what you're writing isn't completely true in the moment. The second question that I ask myself is, what am I doing? This is where the fun starts. This is when we can really start using our imagination and figuring out what we would be doing today, right now, in our dream reality, in our desired life. What am I doing? I'm like kind of just live scripting with you guys here. So currently, I am sitting on my back porch watching the lake waves, watching the waves in the lake pass by to the breeze, enjoying the sun on my skin. I am trying to be as cheesy as possible, but you gotta be as cheesy as possible. I think that's where a lot of people have these blocks. They don't like the cheese, they don't like the ooey gooey mushy loving stuff, but that's gonna keep your vibration down. Not letting yourself experience amazing things in your mind because it's too cheesy, that's going to keep your vibration low. So when you ask yourself, what am I doing? Really think of the best thing that you could be doing in that moment and script about it. When is this taking place? I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. This is going to help you create the reality. This is going to help give you some background on what you are scripting, and it's going to help you fall more in love with the world that you are creating, because again, you decide what time it is. My favorite time is evening, so while I'm looking at the waves, I notice that the sun is getting low, and I look at my clock and I see that it is almost 7:00 p.m. I smile because I know that the sun is about to set and it's about to be evening time. Again, I know it's cheesy, but it's really fun. Just Trust me. Where is this occurring? This is going to be tricky for some. So when you're scripting about this scenario, you can do one of two things. You can say that you're currently where you are today, like in a specific state or city. A lot of people are not happy with where they live. And because of that, they don't see amazing things happening to them where they live. And I think that by doing a scripting exercise and making sure that the you in the exercise is completely happy and fulfilled, I think that can be so powerful if you perform your scripting exercise in this way. And in the exercise, you then say that you're currently in the city you're residing in, especially if that's a place where you don't necessarily want to be. And the reason why I say that is because you're allowing good things to happen to you in this place where you feel like nothing good can happen. You're starting to open your mind and your reality to the belief that good things can still happen even though you want to move. So that's all I have to say on that. And of course, if you want, when scripting, you can also write that you're in the place where you ultimately want to be. If you want to live in Paris, you could say that I just moved to Paris last month and I have a terrace in my apartment and I look at the Eiffel Tower every night, and that makes me so happy to be in my home in Paris, France. Lastly, my favorite part of all of this, why is your life perfect? Remembering from the beginning that we are scripting to create our perfect reality kind of leads up to this last part. Why is my life perfect? It's up to you whether you want to reference the things that you talked about earlier and say, my life is perfect because I live in France and I've always wanted to live in France ever since I was a child. Or you don't have to reference anything that you talked about earlier in your scripting exercise. You can say, my life is perfect, and then go into more things that you're hoping to manifest. My life is perfect because I work this amazing job that really allows me to feel fulfilled and like I'm being used to my potential. I have this amazing relationship. Every day I wake up and I feel loved. XYZ. I love using this sequence because I feel like the who, what, when, where is creating the world. And then when we get to the why, it's like you've done the warm-up, so your heart and your subconscious mind is open enough to really let it all out on the paper and really use this world that you've created to help you have the confidence to say, my life is perfect because, and you give yourself whatever you want. Using these exercises to make sure that we're using our mind to serve us, not sabotage us, is really important. And I'm happy I'm getting back to scripting. And it was just a reminder that I need to be scripting often so that I can make sure that I'm not in that fear haze, that haze of what might happen. Oh my gosh, all these terrible things might happen, and then you can't think clearly because you're afraid of all the terrible things that will probably not happen, right? So that being said, last video I announced that we will be doing scripting live, which I think sounds like an ice skating show, but that's cool. It's fine. It would be good. So I'm going to get on live and we're going to do this together. We're going to do the who, what, when, where, why together, and it's going to be wonderful. I do not know when the first one is going to be yet, but it's going to be within a week or within 2 weeks. I will give you guys like 3 or 4 days notice, so don't worry, but it is coming and I'm really excited. So try this out if you want, or you can wait to do it live with me. I just wanted to make sure that I had a video on my channel that you guys could reference. So when we are on scripting live and I'm like, let's script, and you guys are like, what is that? I can give you something to reference. So yeah, that's why I made this video. I love you guys so much. Do I have anything else to tell you? No, I don't. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up so other people know that it is valuable. If you would like me to expand on anything that I talked about in the video, please let me know down below in the comments and I will address it in the future video. Last but not least, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you click the notification bell so that you can join the Bendy Bunch and become a reality bender yourself. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!